So this is the second prototype of the local emergency app. As seen here, this is a typical home screen of a phone, and I'm going to open the app. So I'm going to click on the icon. So if this is the first time ever using the app, the user will be greeted with a setup page, and this will allow the user to set up their information. So here we have the first name, where the user allowed to enter the name, the last name, address, any disabilities, illness, and some allow access to contact and allow access to location. Then the user will click on their first name to enter the name. The keyboard will appear on screen once they click on it, and they'll enter the type of their name. Then on this last name, and we type the last name, and we have Kisun there. Then for the address, they click on it and they type their address, and it will be there. And then the keyboard will drop, and then they have the disabilities here. If a drop down menu, click on it, and a drop down menu will show here, and I'm going to select none. Now the user is going to select none, and none will be there. Oops. Then you have the illness, and this is the next drop down. So you click on the drop down button, and the drop down will be there. I click on none, and none is shown there. I will allow access to contacts. I click on that, and a check mark will appear, and I'll click on allow access to location here, and it will show there a check mark. Then I click on save and continue. So once save and continue is clicked, you'll be greeted with the home page. And it is to be noted that once the setup is complete, launching the app in the future won't require you to set up, since the profile will be saved. So here, to access the emergency services, there are two options here. You have SOS and you have the emergency calls. So firstly, the SOS, when I click on that, it will send the your live location to nearby users and the police, and at the same time it will call the police. And if I tap on anywhere on the screen, this will disappear, and you have the other option, which is emergency calls. If I click on emergency calls, this tab will show up, and it have numerous options here. So here, firstly, the police, the fire brigade, the ambulance, and the close relative. And if I click on the police, it will lead me to the police department information, and I have the name of the station, of nearby station. I have the distance away and the phone number, which is 911. So there are two options here as well. There are urgent calls, so this auto sends the location to the police and it makes a call. I have normal call, which just makes a call. If I click on back, it'll lead me back to here. Then I click on fire brigade, and this is similar to the police department. It has the nearby station, the name of the nearby stations. I have the distance away. I have the phone number, which is 912. I have urgent calls and normal call. And if I click on the back button, it will send me back to the previous page, which is here. And if I click on the ambulance, it will give me the ambulance information here. And it's similar to the rest, so this is the name of the nearby hospital, distance away, which is 29 km, and the phone number, which is 913. And have the urgent call and the normal call as well. Click on back. And I have the close relative. And if I click on close relative, it will lead me to this. And this will give you information about your close relative. So I have the name, which is John, and the phone number. And I'll give you an option to call them. If I return, go back here, X out from here, from here. And other than the SOS and the emergency calls, there is your live location, and on here you can see the location of nearby hospitals, police departments, and fire departments. And at the bottom here is a button to see a nearby taxi and to any nearby users. And to back out from the page, from the app, you click on this button here, and it will take you back to your phone's home screen. And that's it. This will conclude the second representation of the prototype.